And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly.
I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva, Andrei Shevchenko, poacher, predator and punisher.
Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Alexander-Arnold simply refused to be outdone there. Haaland distributed tidily. Now, can they get him away? There's the shot! That's another chance! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
They have what they... Big chance! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low, too.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bruno Fernandes. He's a sharp little ball here. Rice. And he's done very well to take that back. And he's in on Hazard! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, there's a probing ball. And this is Drogba. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Takes aim and crosses. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
No way through. Now it's Drogba. Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both...
Chance, surely! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Manchester United leading now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Shapes to shoot! Of course! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So again, we have parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And the shot! Oh, it's gone in! And the comeback is complete! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Drogba! Dispatched clinically. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a...
Chance for a shot! Van Dijk clears without hesitation. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Duke. Looking to play him in. And he's picked out the run.
There will be 3 minutes
somewhat off
at a
target.
time.
Rice. Haaland. Oh, super find. João Cancelo. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Manchester United are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half.
And now
It is
I'd just
quite
like
a
to
game,
read out
breathless
our 10
and
members who are
laced with
celebrating their
excitement.
birthdays
Well, it's been
today.
played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So a half that has been utterly unpredictable. A real cliffhanger of a first half, which sets us up perfectly for the action to follow. Back on the way then. Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And this is Mohamed Salah, nicely intercepted. Azar. Duke. Now it's Shevchenko. Camera. Floated through. Not a hint of offside here. Bruno Fernandes. Mohamed Salah. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's McAllister. And Alexander-Arnold. Bruno Fernandes. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Ruben Dias calmly anticipates. Haaland. That's put paid to the danger. Alexander-Arnold. Looking for options for movement. Alexander-Arnold is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And this is Drogba. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Haaland. Now it's Mohamed Salah. That is ended up in no man's land. Manchester United have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Now it's Drogba. Now it's Rice. Great chance! And he makes no mistake. And they get themselves in front. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He's had a crack. That was travelling.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Adams. Number 2.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, shooting chance! And there's his goal. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And it's McAllister. That's brave goalkeeping, really decisive.
Well, his positioning was just spot on, and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller. Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
He's looking to win it for them. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that looks a decent ball. Marmouche, and this is Marmouche. Real chance! There's a goal! And they're back in front. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden...
And the shot! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
Van Dijk makes the interception. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Haaland.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
That has been cut short. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gerrard. Now it's Drogba. Oh, well measured. Look, can he finish? Oh, that could be pivotal. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Bout. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Smoking is only permitted.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Owen.
Into extra time we go.
Is number
Manchester
17,
United displayed great characters of course extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. And it's Drogba over to the right flank. Oh, well played, well sorted out. McAllister. Haaland is onto this. He's in a great position here. Can he finish? Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it?
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl. Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Manchester United with the lead. Marmoush. Oh, good ball. He's having a shot! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
It is compelling, this. It's Drogba! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And a header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Mohamed Salah. Can he get on the end of this? Bruno Fernandes cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Not the most accurate pass.
There will be 1 minute
Vardiol.
added time.
And Casemiro. Vardiol. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Marmoush. He's had it taken off him. So just 15 minutes still to come.
Please refrain from parking outside.
Goals on both sides then, and a lot of tired limbs out there. We are down to the last chance for someone to try and win this. Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Oh, that's a key interception. Gerrard, and Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Martinez. And no, that was never going to make it. Gerrard threads one in. Ødegaard picks it up out wide. Rice. Drogba. And that's been won straight back. And he's found a way past. Haaland! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Corner number 2 then. And the keeper beats it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Well timed, excellent interception. And this is Marmoush. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Marmoush. McAllister. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Haaland. That looks a good ball through. And it's Drogba. Tries a shot! And that really is it. Time is up. So after that very late drama, we are still level here. 90 minutes and then another 30, and
we'd like to
Jim,
inform
here
you
we
now
are.
that the latest travel information
I can
is
only
currently
applaud
being
the sheer
displayed on the
doggedness
screen.
and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
So here comes the ultimate pressure moment. Penalties are imminent. I think we're just about ready. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. And no mistake.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Drogba is the next man in the spotlight.
Never looked in doubt, really.
And he duly obliges. Marmoush is the second man to step up for his team. No! Hit it straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, that's about as tame as they come, Peter. Couldn't have been any easier for the keeper.
Off the crossbar and out.
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
Bruno Fernandes, the third man up. Oh, great save! That is a great save! We're on to number 3 here. Oh, sent him the wrong way.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
This for parity.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Rodri, fourth in their queue.
I actually think he was quite brave to do that, Peter, but it was the right result.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? And stuck away with ice in his veins.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Manchester United on the verge. No, he clatters the post! And that takes us to sudden death. A huge pressure penalty, reserved only for the bravest of men. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
I think some mind games were played there, Peter. It certainly did the trick.
So it is all down to him now. No pressure. And that is the end of that.
Well, that's just wonderful, Peter. The pressure